Hello, we are starting. No preamble on this one. We're starting right into it. We're gonna be resuming our adventure of episode 12 of our Through the Breach campaign. I am your game master, John, not gay master, game.
Darn
and
it.
that's
Sure.
I corrected it. I corrected it. You can't call me out on it. Um, and today we've got Andrew as Wheeler Yuta.
Howdy, 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 howdy.
Ryan as Thaddeus Greywater,
Indubitably.
and Bob as Boulton Wilkinson.
Greetings.
Yes, very good. And so, as stated, we are resuming an adventure we had last time. The adventure last time was that our three adventurers were charged as running security duty on an airship as it performed a luxury trip out into the desert to pick up these strange relics and take them back to the home city of Malifaux, all the while making sure all the rich and affluent people aboard are safe from any ne'er-do-wells. And so far, our adventurous and courageous security crew have found nothing and don't know what's going on.
Hey. I
Go
know
ahead.
that the Wyatt dig site at Ridley had a cave with artifacts, a column with carvings, a large worn two-handed
Yes.
sword, a tablet with marks and skulls.
As he looks at his list.
Yes.
That's totally what I'm doing. I'm just reading off my bad note.
Yeah, you guys mingled with the guests and have been patrolling up and down the various floors, looking for any happenings. But
Happy,
yes, exactly.
And we found nothing.
And so far, yeah, nothing's standing out to you guys. But beyond that, we are ready to pick up where we left off, which was we are now docked at the city of Ridley and about to take off and head back towards Malifaux. So the ship is about to resume its travel along the skies. Who knows what'll happen? Ooh.
Nobody. That's who.
Including me, as I have not refreshed on my notes. Ooh.
That's true.
So we are ready to resume. Okay, so yeah, the last thing was you guys watched everything being unloaded. You spoke with Ronald Wyatt, the archaeologist, as he was describing the things in the various crates that have all been labeled. I technically have a map we could go to where the crates are labeled. It's when the ship's in the air. That's why I'm using the dock one, just because this is technically where you're at.
Right.
But yes, and he's had what are they called? The technicians, the ship's crew, carrying things up into the exhibit hall. And yeah, pretty much he's gotten everything out of the crates. So unless you guys want to do anything, the ship will resume its flight.
Yeah, if we know what's in the crates, I think that's
Yeah, I would want to go up to where the crates are. Are they actually being?
They're emptying the crates here. The crates stay here. They carry things in
Okay.
and up the stairs.
I would go to the exhibit hall on the top floor
Mm-hmm.
to examine the tablet, probably.
Did they open F or just tell us that it was damaged objects, not for display
They
purposes?
said it was damaged.
Hold it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the main four in the center were the ones opened. A, B, C, and D.
That's right.
But they told us what was in E and F. We've just not seen what's in E and F.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought E was supposed to be going up as well.
Which one did
E
I?
pairs as a sword. We believe it's a set
Oh,
of
okay.
armor.
E
Yes,
did go
armor.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, everything but F then.
Yes.
Yeah, there's 5 objects, not 4, in the main hall. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, so F is the only one that hasn't been touched outside of being brought in here and secured, locked down. And also, while you guys have been sitting here, as they take the things out of the crates, they do like reseal the crates.
Oh.
Like not like hard nailing them back to shut, but will like throw some ropes over them, hold the lid down on top of them. So yeah, they're not just sitting there, exposed and possibly could be, falling and moving as the ship moves.
Okay.
Are we about to say something, Bolt?
I'm just wondering if we trust them well enough to trust what's in F. If we want to ask what's in F.
I asked Wyatt, or no, Ronald. Yeah, Ronald Wyatt, and he's the archaeologist. He was happy to go over everything, so I doubt it's a lie.
Okay. Okay, then I'm good.
Okay, so you want to go see what they're doing up in the exhibit hall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's 3 prisoners in this room?
Yes, yeah, there was 3 people
Okay.
marched in. All the returning guild guards have gone into that room as well.
And what's her name? Bianca.
Yeah, Lacardi.
Yeah, she had a problem with the
Yes.
prisoners because the prisoners weren't run through the Steamfitters Union.
Yes, she is an envoy for the Steamfitters Union, and finding out that they are union people that were not given fair treatment to have a union representative, like be their legal representative. She's kind of pissed at them.
Okay, and that's why she's sticking to the hip of Milo.
Yes, I actually I think didn't Milo leave? I think he was supposed to walk off and talk to the captain about using the lower room for a makeshift prison. I think I said that last time. I'm not sure.
I just remember that she was cross with him, and they stood there and squabbled, and he basically was like, "Fuck off, it's happening."
Right.
Nanny nanny boo boo.
Yes. Yes. Okay, then, yeah, we'll go to the exhibit hall. Let's see, flip some void. And as all stated. Herman was down. Yeah, things over a bit just to refresh myself, but oh well.
You're flipping Herman as you flip everyone else.
Yeah, I know.
Still have him selected. Okay.
Let's see, so Jacques.
Flipping Mr. Herman.
Yeah, Mr. Herman. So who? Let's see. Reno was up here. Pierre wasn't.
Correct.
Rifleman. And
Having people on the chairs.
Yes. Yeah, all the
no,
guests were still up here.
Zang again.
And this was Darby and
His
Yes.
assistant?
Yeah.
what's his name?
Yeah.
Harvey, Henry,
Hector.
Hector. Yeah.
Aberdeen.
Mm-hmm. There. Bannon is up here. These guys would have.
Wasn't there one more talking to Alexandra? That was her that went over there. Never mind. Yeah, what about Rosa? This?
Oh, there. She's sitting on the couch down.
Oh, okay.
Camera control. Yeah, that should.
What about Hale Soothman?
He's right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, all the guests are still pretty much up here. When you guys arrive, there are 2 technicians messing with this display case. But otherwise, everyone's just kind of hanging around. Alexander would beat this out. Notes.
Lucius said that there was one item that shouldn't fall into anyone's hands, so we need to destroy it or something.
The
Julian.
Hasan Hara,
Yes.
which was used to put
Yes.
down a rebellion.
Yeah. Yeah, there is apparently a strange item amongst this collection that he would like you guys to get rid of or destroy in some way.
Really wish he would tell us a little bit more when he sends us on this type of mission.
I mean, in most of the cases with Julian, it's a case he's telling you what he knows. He
My mommy told me to tell you something.
he's very much a messenger boy, not the actual person wanting you to do things. As he frequently mentions, his mistress is telling him things.
Oh, that's right.
His mommy.
Yes. And just to state where everything is, draw little things, I guess.
Can you though?
I'll try. I went to an art school at one point. I might be able to draw things.
I paid money for a piece of paper.
Yeah, see, look at these cool drawings. Whoa.
Whoa.
So, sword is in that one.
It's wooded.
Great B.
With little cracks in this one.
Definitely going to that one.
Dead center has a big stone column in it with little rings
Carving.
going around it. Here we got a little skull.
A crystal skull, okay.
Yep.
Are there Nazis
fridge on
aboard
this
this?
Yeah.
No, I haven't written Nazis yet, unfortunately.
In what, 18? This is 18 something?
Yeah, it's a
This is
little.
1910s.
Yeah.
That's a little too early for the Nazis, but magic tech might move things forward a little faster.
I mean, it depends on who controls all the soul stones for no good reason.
Yep.
After they get kicked out of Malifaux, including 109 other places.
It's the goddamn gremlins have to be exterminated.
Hey, those are just rednecks.
So yeah, that's where every item is, and they're currently gently placing the skull in there with putting it on a soft pillow and making it sure it's nice
Tell
and
us.
secure.
Tell them a bedtime story.
Yeah, just they're being extremely.
I'm sorry.
The Ronald was
As they
very
should.
much like, be careful. Everything here's super
Yes.
delicate.
I was gonna say, as they should.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it looks like everything he mentioned is here. It's got little like metal rods and wooden supports to hold things up and frame things.
Is there a detect magic type skill?
Counterspell is kind of that.
Okay.
And also, there is the problem if you're gonna do anything magical. We have, what is her name?
Florence. Yeah.
And
Oh, right.
who's the
Yep.
matriarch of the Hemlock Stadium, the anti-magic people.
Yes, they're very anti. They're okay with enchanting magic, so long as it's low level and counterspelling. Those are the two legal types of magic in Malifaux.
Legal, you say?
Yes, you still kind of need permission from the guild to be that kind of person. You are a sanctioned spellcaster at that point. But yes, they very much have a law of like just rogue magic bad, rogue magic immediately illegal. We will arrest you and possibly enslave you if you are caught using rogue magic.
Wondering if there's a way to like, can I get a vibe from any of these artifacts to like, oh, this one's more magical than that one, so maybe this one's the artifact Julian's
Right.
looking for.
Yeah, in that case, it would be essentially you could do a quick sweep of counter spelling to where is there, if I try to force the magic out of this thing, is there any magic to force out? So that would be essentially be the way of doing detect magic.
Okay. I'll try that, unless it's easier to assist Thaddeus.
Yeah, my counter spelling right now is 8 total.
I can give you my 1 rank in that if you want it.
Sure, let's do that. I'm gonna stand behind to do that though, like up the stairs,
Kind of
just
out
in
of the
case.
way.
I don't know what the fuck happens.
Right.
I say a little juju prayer or something. I don't know.
It's just called counterspelling.
Yeah, it's under the magical group.
First spell. Do I get a bonus to this? No.
Nope. Yeah, don't let me help you.
Yeah, you have a little bit of necromancy from what I remember, but not
It
much
says minus
beyond that.
1, so.
On counterspelling?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right, because it's tenacity, and your character's kind of a coward.
a little bit.
Like, stat-wise.
A little bit. I know what you meant.
You're not
Okay,
you're not that confident.
so go ahead and flip this.
Yeah. And is this just to, like, wing across the room, or are you going for a specific object?
Yeah, no, just kind of whang across the room with a total of 13 with
Ooh.
being helped by Bolt.
Okay. So, a quick, like, force gauging of the room. There is definitely magic in this room, but there's not a high enough concentration, especially in the artifacts, to really say that there's something there. So more than likely it's magical artifacts on some of the people. Also, machines often operate on small soul stones and things like that. But there doesn't seem to be anything in here that would be of any like high force. So if there is,
picked out of the crate too.
Yeah, if there is anything magic in this room, it's dormant essentially.
Okay. I would like to try and read the tablet as best I can. Can I get a...
Quick description. Mounted on a wooden frame, several clay fragments have been arranged into an implied tablet. Its letters are unknown and its purpose is unclear. You may give me either a notice or bureaucracy check.
Ooh.
As it does
Bureaucracy?
not... Yeah, as you examine it, it doesn't seem to actually be informative. It seems to almost be a tallying kind of system.
Okay. I'm going to use bureaucracy.
Is it a tablet explaining about a poor shipment of copper?
I got a 0, so I'm assuming I'm failing.
Yes, that would technically be failing.
Okay. I discard a tome. I'm going to use history. Fuck you.
Okay. Also, what was it you just said, Bob, earlier?
Is it a tablet complaining about the poor quality of an order of copper?
Yeah, something like that. It definitely seems almost like a work order more than a story.
So my history checks get a plus flip because I have a history book.
Yes.
Hey.
Take the highest? Yeah, I'll take that 10.
Yeah.
That 10 is plus 4? Yes, 4. So 14 total.
Examining the tablet, reveal you aren't able to fully understand what it is, but you definitely can understand that the format seems to be instructions or policy. So not really, like I said, not a historical document, but more so instruction. You also notice there's a repeated symbol across it. Repeated symbol of a wavy ripple consistently throughout the writing, as though it's the central subject matter of whatever it's trying to say.
Mm. So what do you gather from that, Brian?
And if you want, I can just quick little, like, the symbol is basically like a little dot. Then like a little, a central dot and wavy symbols or lines around it.
Okay.
Kind of
So,
like that.
A field of some kind, or an area of effect?
At first, I thought it was just a dot with brackets around it.
Oh, like a fried egg or something.
Mm-hmm.
Wavy ripple.
Like a pebble dropped into a pond or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Like people starting a rebellion.
Two technicians at this point kind of finish up and go downstairs.
Very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a skull, a sword, a tome, 2 tomes, right?
A tablet.
A tablet, a
Right,
column,
tablet.
and an
Yeah.
armor piece.
Okay, so I was gonna say the armor.
Yeah,
There's still bread.
that
There's still bread on the table.
where?
He's gonna go get some bread.
Is there bread on the table?
Oh, so bread?
Bread.
Oh, there's still
Here,
bread.
or-
I thought you said red, as in the color I'm using to draw.
Sorry, I'm not vocalizing.
You must project acting.
Acting.
Enunciate your words.
Hmm. For the most part, most people seem a little indifferent at the moment. Hale seems to be studying the column, and Alexander Bannon is kind of talking to Darby about, you have something quite macabre here, my friend. Pointing at the skull and kind of just making surface level analyzations of it.
I would go talk to Hale if no one else is gonna do anything.
I was just gonna expect. the sword
Also, I
to be-
accidentally think that I have a question mark guy underneath Shock.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's still somebody.
if Wheeler, if you want to do something first before Thad engages, since he was examining the tablet,
I was just gonna examine the sword. I'm curious about that
you
sword.
may examine the sword.
I'm only a -1, so
Well, hold on there, mister.
no, that's counter magic. Never mind.
Oh, you're talking about that. Well, you can do other things.
I can't.
There's a whole bunch of skills you can. But first, I'll give you a quick description. It's
Oh, thank
crudely
you.
made from some metallic alloy. It obviously lacks the fine craftsmanship of modern blacksmithing tools and techniques, as the guard is a mix of flats and curves. No real pommel exists, as the hilt simply tapers off, and the blade shows signs of targeted reforging rather than a uniform finish. If you want, you can give me a notice or alchemistry check to notice extra
Oh.
details about it.
Alchemistry. I think I have higher notice.
Probably. I think, you've got the best notice out of everyone, so that's probably
Yes,
going to be
sir.
your dominant stat.
Nothing gets by me until it does.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my notice again?
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm looking. I got a 3. Okay, I got a 3.
So flip a
whatever.
card and add the 3. Hey!
6.
2 pair! That's a winning
Hey.
hand.
Yes, sir. 6.
Uh,
I don't know his dick. He's over in the corner.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you examine it, and most of the surface level details I noticed seem to be your insight into it. It very much is a kind of shittily forged sword, and it does look like it's not very refined. But beyond that, you're like, yeah, that looks like a sword. I'm more of a gun man, so not really my thing.
Not really my thing. La-di-da-di-dee.
Bolts, do you have anything?
I'm gonna take a look at the armor.
Where's the armor? A set of decorated metal tied to a wooden stand. It features a series of metallic spheres hooked along its surface. If you want to find out something more, either a notice or blacksmithing duel.
I'm not gonna be noticed. Let's do blacksmithing.
Yep.
16.
Ooh, dang. The armor, or what appears to be armor, looks to be highly decorative to the point that its inlays and carvings may have actually weakened its ability to protect whoever was wearing it. You also notice that the metal spheres that are hooked onto it, see that the metal spheres are hinged and contain smaller metal spheres within, essentially creating jingle bells. Yes, this armor has odd utility to it.
Stupid theory. That's the thing that was used to put down the rebellion. They put that on them so they knew they were coming.
Welcome to stupid theory.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
It's
these
not just a theory.
maybe the
Oh,
people who made all this shit are just stupid.
Yeah. That too.
As I am playing a proud Englishman,
Mm-hmm.
that is my thoughts on most things.
Yes.
I'm proud of this man.
But yeah, so now, Thad, if you would like to talk to Hale.
Good sir, I see that you are taking an interest in this column. Do you have some expertise in this field that you might regale me with? I do find all of this stuff so interesting.
He, as you now get close enough to him, he actually has a small book out that looks like it has lots of personal notes written in it. And he's kind of like looking at that and looking at the column. And he kind of like, as you start talking to him, he's like, oh, that's right, there's people here. And looks over to you, he's like, yes, I was just studying the runic patterns. And he kind of motions his hand along the stripes that spiral around. He's like, it seems whoever, he keeps like eyeing closer to it as he's getting back into examining the thing and almost not listening to you as much. It seems this was a lot of writing was put on it, and as far as I can tell, if you look at the different rings, almost written by different hands, some of the symbols don't match up quite the same. Granted, carving the same words over and over could be difficult, especially at such a small scale, but this thing actually has quite a lot of writing on it, and I'm an anthropologist of the Neverborn, and this may be a bit of a history look into them, you see, and it's kind of why I joined this little cruise. I'm more interested in the exhibit than the luxuries involved.
I would like to examine the pillar, just quick, to see if there's any of the wavy ripple symbol.
Sure. Quick description: carved with intricate scripture in a spiral pattern and standing just under 6 feet tall, this architectural monument has seemingly shown no real wear from time. Looking over it, you don't see the exact instance of the little Ripley thing, but you do see very similar symbols, often little ripply lines being used for various purposes, but never quite the same symbol.
Okay, can I do like literacy or anything on that?
Why, yes, you can. Further examination would either be notice or literacy.
I'm gonna try my hand at literacy.
I know you will.
Oh shit, does a
Okay.
15 get me anywhere?
Yes, it gets you everywhere.
Oh,
let's-
baby.
let me just. Okay. Examining the various spirals, you notice that the column actually serves as records, with each line of the spiral around the column separate than the one before or after, and always ending in a series of numerical hashes. The top and bottom of the column have a near identical ring of text that repeats a phrase with a flourish between them. You also find that the repeated phrase seems to be a mantra involving discipline and tranquility, but the true context of it eludes you.
Is this thing to use to put down a rebellion or to keep track of rebellions?
It reads more like a history book, if anything.
Okay.
At least the structure
Right.
would take more time to decipher what it's actually saying.
Suspect it was carved by someone who writes for a newspaper.
Yes.
A columnist.
Mm-hmm.
It was the phrase mentioned discipline and what?
Discipline and tranquility seems to be what the let me just so I can further draw on it. Because yeah, the top of the column has a little beveled part, and the bottom has a little beveled part, and the little phrase is kind of written the top and bottom part, and they seem to say the exact same thing.
So that's what their newspaper is called, Discipline and Tranquility?
Yes.
I would, after taking a look over, I do believe that the top seems to be something to do with discipline and tranquility, and it repeats down here. It's most fascinating. It's like a historical record, just carved in stone.
As you mention that, Hale looks up at the top and kind of goes, "On," flips up in his tiny book and goes through a couple pages like, You might be right about that. And flips a couple more. He's like, I have seen something similar before. It's oftentimes a sect, little orders. That's yes. It's various militant groups in the past would often have these phrases, mantras, as you said, repeat. Kind of like a code between them. That's how they often would distinguish each other, as they didn't have true written word as we have. The convenience of books just eluded them. The fact that we have he kind of waves his hand at the column, like writing like this is honestly a unique thing among the Neverborn. They tend not to record things in physical forms. They pass it by word of mouth, and things like the mantra up there is a way of almost like a signal to one another. So that would have been this clan's identifier, essentially. Good find, and he actually kind of like puts a hand out to you, like shake, a shake.
I'd shake his hand, yeah.
Good.
Eagerly.
Yes. he's like, very good. I may get a chance to look at this in the future. Would you perhaps want to assist me on that?
That sounds wonderful.
Yes, well, Mr. Darby could probably arrange it. I've already spoken. And he kind of points over to Wheeler, your friend over there. You fellows seem like very similar to myself, being in Mr. Darby's service, and It's good to know that not everyone he hires has, well, unsavory desires, but it's simply.
I think that last time I talked to him about something about the Neverborn, I talked to him about the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
I already talked to, and he mentioned the Knotwoods, the feral
Yes.
Neverborn. Hurt him? Hunt him? Hurt him?
Am I mixing that? Was it you who talked to him before?
I could have been Wheeler as well.
Yeah.
I remember I talked to him out here.
Oh,
about
okay,
the,
that was you then.
I think you
Yeah.
mentioned the hags to him.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Okay, I'm mixing up when Wheeler talked to what's her face, Rosa.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Either way, yes, he's just like, yeah, you guys have the insight, the knowledge. So he's warming up to you.
Good. I'd hate to see him die on this. You get protected first, sir. Third. Seventh. We got Darby, we got Hector, we got us three.
Mm-hmm.
We got at least one of my guys, and then him.
Yes. Because what's a captain without at least one crew member?
Yeah, I gotta get one.
At a certain point, yes, Ronald will come up and kind of start checking out some of the things, like making sure everything's looking okay. Just wander around, like he seems to be relieved that everything's nice and secured. At one point, the captain will come up from the stairs as well, and he goes over and talks to Mr. Darby, very hushed between them, but doesn't seem to be any sort of major disagreement between them. But their conversation's pretty short-lived, and he walks off and leaves the exhibit hall.
That asshole Milo's brought some fucking criminals on my ship.
Little bit.
See, John, we don't have to like actually interact with things. We just know things.
Yes,
Yeah, we just-
exactly. Because there's no saying about assuming things.
It's collaborative
Proud-
storytelling.
I was just thinking, proud Englishman.
It's shortly after that, you guys will see Miss August Jackson return, and she takes her seat on the same couch that she was sitting at before.
Who was she again?
She was administrative over a penitentiary for the guild.
That's right. Yeah. Grab a small child by their fucking ponytail and throw him.
Sure. I don't know what that reference.
Matilda?
Wait, Hilda?
Mrs. Crunchbull, a Crunchbull or something like that?
Yeah, Miss Crunchbull. In Matilda, the head.
Oh,
mistress.
Matilda, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you said Hilda.
Oh, she's gonna make
Keep
Julie eat
tacky?
a bunch of cake.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then he'll get
And
stuck in the
beat it.
chocolate tube. And then Charlie will never get the golden ticket.
Damn it, John. You're almost there.
I wanted you to keep going with like other things.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, baby. All I got is disappointment.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, anything else?
I'm good with that conversation at this point. Yeah.
Okay.
I will sort of get Thad's attention in motion if we should take a look at the skull.
I'd finger up. Oh, yes, that looks quite fascinating. Excuse me,
And he goes, yes.
Mr. Smithman.
Yeah. He goes, very sure. And kind of gets back involved, staring at the column, flipping through his notes. As you guys walk over towards the skull, you hear the ship's air horn blare twice. As he... Yep. Thank you. And as he had
That was fast.
as he instructed before, that is a signal that the ship's going to take off soon.
I did it last time too.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It was just like I forget that you have the soundboard just at the ready.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you just did it right away.
Right. It was the expediency of nailing that one.
Mhm.
But okay, so yeah, if you guys want to, oh god, too much. Sorry, yeah, I'm all burpy from dinner.
Now it's Jawed.
Yes. Resting on a pillow is the skull of some human-like creature. It deviates from Homo sapien by having larger eye sockets, wider cheekbones, and a smaller jaw. It's missing parts and has been damaged, leading to the side collapsing and the jaw being split in two. If you want to know further, either a notice or doctor duel.
Oh. I mean, I'll notice it.
I'll notice it. Ooh!
I could doctor it. Does anyone have? Do you have any ranks
I
of doctor?
I can't help you with that, but
No, same dude.
oh wait.
Go for a doctor. F it. Go for a doctor.
Yeah, go for it.
Nice.
Yes, that is nice. Examining the skull shows that the face of the skull has been charred, and despite its being reassembled, the jaw was broken in a similar area, leading to the notion that something explosive erupted near the skull at one point. Yeah, not only was it damaged by time collapsing, but it looks like something happened near the face of it that shattered the jaw and did damage to the face.
As a proud Englishman, I'm going to assume that was part of the dig and them exploding things. I will not ask further.
Well, it looked like as though the explosion could have been the cause of death and/or injury. Or it was reassembled and then something exploded by it again.
It looks like the explosion, the eruption or whatever, what was the thing that damaged this the most. Like that seems to be the source, aged into the bone, and then cracks and bits missing seem to be from time.
Okay.
And with that, unless Wheeler, do you have something you want to do in the meantime? Otherwise,
I was just gonna.
the ship's gonna
I was
take
just
off.
gonna do this, but Bob got a high.
And yeah, Bob got high enough to find all of the main details.
I can't. Armor examine. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. As you guys are examining it, you feel the ship ka-chunk and wobble left and right. Kind of need to stable your footing as things slowly start to move. And the ship is once again airborne.
Ooh.
Right button. Go down. Onto the base layer. Then flying. And then go upstairs. There we go.
Oh, right, because we don't go in the sky because it's trailed by a train.
Yeah, you're being pulled by a train.
I remember now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the sky still.
Yes, you're still up in the
Yeah,
air,
sky.
but you're being pulled by a tether connected to a train.
Yeah.
And the ship does have engines of its own, so it can fly independent of the train, but laws prevent that.
Yes, that's right.
Because yes, the captain was very sour about the guild impeding upon
Guild
the
law.
freedom of the airship.
Yep.
Goddamn guild. Ruin everyone's fun.
Always.
But yeah, so things... written for the launch? I believe so. Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Ships takes off. You guys are basically just traveling back the exact same path you came from. Now that the main exhibit is here, some of the people do get up and start examining things. And yeah, they'll kind of group up on this one. And the main archaeologist, Ronald, is actually almost giving like a little bit of a presentation as he goes to each one and kind of talks to the people who want to observe it, which Darby will definitely trail as well. So if you want, you can listen in on that, but otherwise, free to do whatever you want to do.
I would like to talk to Feng Shui, Zhang Hang, about his aura device, and kind of just peek to see if anything's changed now that all these items are here.
Yeah, go ahead and talk to him.
Hello there again, good sir. I hope the trip is treating you well. Has your little device told you anything interesting yet?
Oh, so very good. No, he kind of.
Really glad that I was not taking a sip. If you waited like one more second.
You're right to fear taking a sip. I go pee-pee in your Coke.
It's lemonade.
It was Coke at one point. Now it looks like lemonade. Yeah, he kind of. Again, he's not really wanting to converse that much. He is kind of like fiddling with his device, and he's looking at his paper. He's like, and yeah, he eventually kind of like, yeah, no, nothing has changed. No, this was really a waste of my time, even with all this stuff here. And he even like points directly at the skull across from him. He's like, the dead remains right there, and I'm getting nothing. This was a waste of my time. I could have been in the lab the entire day.
There is one more. There's another box downstairs that actually contains more pieces of artifacts. If your device works through wood, I'm sure at least that might give you something.
He does kind of like peek up, and then he finally kind of looks at you and goes like, "What kind of artifacts?"
Bits and pieces. We weren't privy to opening it. It's damaged items, non-display. They're not good enough to be for any. I look back at the general folks like the people that would be wowed by, well, pretty baubles.
Okay. Like, and he looks at the group. He leans over and looks at the groups like, "Which one of those is the archaeologist?"
I will point out
Ronald.
what's his name? Wyatt. Yeah, Ronald Wyatt.
Yeah. Okay. I'll ask him about it later, but thanks for letting me know.
Always. I do hope that you enjoy the trip, and I'll walk away.
He's like, it's not happening, as he just kind of goes back to like fiddling with his stuff. Wheeler, any plans?
Oh. Let's see. Not quite sure. Who's in charge of the prisoners again?
The person in who's in charge of watching them?
I think this person.
She organized
like
it.
Right. She's like a lawyer for them.
Yes, yeah. She's more admin paperwork person. The captain of the guard in this area was Milo Cross. And since you guys have come up here, he hasn't returned.
He hasn't. Okay. I see. And he's downstairs?
That's the last place you guys saw him.
Okay. I'm gonna go check on him.
You'll look for Milo. Okay, so yeah, you'll go downstairs. While you do that, is there anything else from Bolt or Thaddeus that you guys might want to do in the meantime?
Meantime, no, but I'm willing to make my rounds and possibly check out that other box or the prisoners.
Okay. Bolt, anything you want to do before?
About the same as Thad.
Okay.
If they're going downstairs to check stuff out, I don't know if
We're all going.
one of us should stay up here with Darby or if we should go down as a group.
It's your guys' call.
Wait, are we protecting Darby?
You're
Security.
Yeah, you are security of the entire ship to make sure nothing.
The entire ship. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that
Alright.
nobody tries to, crash the event. Nobody tries to steal things. Nobody tries to do anything
That's why
crazy.
That's why I'm making my rounds.
Right.
Yeah.
And yes, Thad has all of his guys posted on the various floors, so you do have eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
I'll follow Thad then, instead of splitting the party more.
okay. Let's see. Jump over here.
I'm just waiting for you to actually use the wrong map, and we just see like some Cthulhu monster attacking your ship.
Don't mind that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys, that might not happen.
To be fair, the giant turtle fight at the mountain didn't have to happen.
True.
Mhm.
But then again, that was a time event, so it
Mhm.
had to happen.
Well, yes, the turtle happened. But
Us
you
being
didn't.
in there
Because
for
they're
it?
both-
But you guys
Okay.
having to fight him was a choice.
Yes.
Let's see. So,
One more?
or are you guys
the
gonna do anything on this floor?
I would check in with my guy just to make sure that everything's a-okay.
Is it Monet or
it
Pierre
should
on
be-
this floor? Whoops.
It should be Meme.
Okay.
Pierre's at the bottom.
Yes.
Hey. Mimi.
But if you make your way over, talk to him. While you do that, Wheeler, are you gonna just keep going downstairs, or do anything in this floor you want to check out?
I'm going downstairs.
All right, you're gonna go. You're straight shooting it. And Bolt, you're gonna stick with Thad.
I'll stick with Thad, yeah.
Okay. Yep, you checking with. Fuck, I hate the faces I made on these guys.
But you love it.
Yes, but yeah. By hate, I mean I love Meme's stupid fucking face. But yeah, you pop in, and Meme's like, "Oh, Monsieur Greywater, what can I do for you?"
It's status report.
Nothing of major notice. I saw some of the technicians carrying objects upstairs, but I believe that was in order. Some of them have gone into, and he points to the cabin, not the cabin, but crew quarters. He's standing at post. Like, some have gone in and out of there a couple of times, but no one carrying or anything suspicious or doing anything out of the ordinary. No, everything seems to be fine, sir.
Very good. Keep up the good work.
I will, my captain.
Almost went
Almost,
German at
I
the end
know, yeah.
there. Jawohl!
Yeah, jawohl! Hose Führer!
There's a half Roman salute before catching the ship.
Yes.
He's miming. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's parody.
So did he actually speak, or was that just interpretive gesturing that we got
Yeah,
that message
yeah.
from?
Yes, that was yes. In fact, the German accent was part of Thad's understanding of him because Thad can't tell the difference between foreign languages.
Yeah, they're part of that mainland area. Ugh.
Yeah.
So every character speaks to him, but he perceives it as different accents.
It's just foreign talk, yippity yappity foreign talk. You're the American in the group, so he hears you going, "Hee haw, partner, howdy."
Yeah.
Wait, he doesn't?
But we'll since you and checked in with Mame, we'll get back to you guys in the case. But Wheeler will get first choice on what he wants to do. So you come down here. Nothing is in the halls; they're empty as far as you can see. Don't just ignore the symbols. I'm not going to redraw them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no commotion and there's not really much noise.
No guards or anything?
No one is in these halls.
Okay.
And as to reiterate things of this main room to your right is being used as the to my right it's being used as the makeshift prison, and over there's the cargo. So and then the front room is the engine control room.
Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, front engine control.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
I'll make my way to the front control to check what's going on.
Pop open the door. There's three... Oh, not you. Actually, wait. None of these guys are here.
Okay, so
Where's
There'll be at least one dude.
Yeah, where's my technicians?
Oh, you use them to move the objects,
I think,
right?
yeah. Oh, not him. Oh, they...
That's Milo and the other girl.
maybe over here?
No.
Actually, yes, you're right. Those ones hanging off to the side. Engineer. Yes. Yeah, these two guys would be in here.
Okay.
Yeah, so one would be sitting at the chair there, the other one sitting in the other chair, kind of monitoring the machine in front of them. And so, yeah, you pop in, they kind of look at you, and the one at the technician G up here is like, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm just making my rounds. How's everything going over here, boys?
Since takeoff, yes, we're familiar with you operating security. Nothing to report. Ever since we took off, no one has come in. No, nothing unusual. And he kind of looks over to the other technician and goes like, "Right, what the Benjamin?
Other engineer?
I accidentally made him a vampire. His name's Benjamin, but I spelt it with a V, so he's Benjamin. Blah.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Benjamin with a vengeance.
Yeah, he's like,
There you go.
yeah, he looks over at Technician H and goes like, Ben, yeah, everything's looking good, and he's like, yeah, no, the machine's operating fine. I think we're totally in the cool. And so,
All right. Holler if you need anything, or if you spot anything out of the ordinary.
yeah, and he kind of taps the speaker. He's Technician G standing in front of him. He's like, I'll let the captain know if anything crazy goes on. Don't you worry.
Good work. Can I do something else, or is that's like my interaction?
Do you have something specific you want to do?
Nope, I was just gonna make my rounds and check the places. That's all.
Okay, then yeah, as you kind of walk the halls, let's see, this one technician comes down, and Thad and Bolt would have seen him. He exited from the crew cabin, and he walks out with a dustpan and a broom, and kind of makes his way down here. And you guys would have assumedly followed behind him, since it was the closest stairway. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. making sure. So yeah, you guys follow behind him. He's a little bit slow going down the stairs. But once he kind of gets down here, he just starts sweeping the floors and tries to stay out of your guys' way.
And we recognize him as an existing technician.
Yeah, you've seen him before. He was on the ship when you guys were first loading up to leave this place, so he is not a stranger. Yeah, you're free to check out the downstairs.
Do we see Milo?
No. Doing a little, if you like walk around and look a little bit, you don't see Captain Milo anywhere.
Check the cargo door. See if it's locked like it was before.
Yeah, the cargo door is locked.
Okay. And the technician is still right there.
He's slowly like he's kind of minding you guys as you guys like move around. He's like, I don't want to get in your way, and he kind of like will stand back if you go that way.
I would ask him, just to verify the cargo, could you open this for us?
And he kind of like scratches his brow. He's like, I'm sorry, we're not allowed to open it. We don't actually have the keys. It's up to the captain to open the cargo door. We also have, he kind of like thinks a bit, Mr. Wyatt, the archaeologist. He actually has a second set of keys. Because he was very adamant on checking the finds, I guess, as we fly. So he does have his own set of keys. But you probably should seek the captain for permission to get access to the cargo.
Very good. Just wanted to check on things. It doesn't seem like the door's been tampered with, but I'll speak to the captain later.
Okay. And he just kind of goes back to his little sweeping.
On that knock on the door here.
Okay. You here's like some chatter behind the door, and then finally it like creaks open, and there's a guild guard standing right at the door, and he's like, "Yes." Looks like he has his hand almost ready to grab his gun.
Mm-hmm. Just the ship security, making sure that everything's okay in here, and make sure that you guys aren't in need of anything.
And he kind of looks back into the room, and you hear a bit of muttering. You also hear a woman talking in there as well, but it's hard to make out what she's saying. And after hearing someone else mutter, he looks back and he's like, "No, we're fine. We'll send someone out if we need help. Trust us. The guild knows how to run things." And just says thank you and kind of slowly closes the door.
Okay.
Rude.
It's official police business.
Official police business.
I don't see no stinking badges on you guys.
I draw out my paper that says that I'm security of the ship, according to Darby. I pin it to my chest.
Fold it, make a little origami badge.
Well, I'd have Wheeler do that because he's half Japanese, and
Yes.
all Japanese people can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm half Oriental. Get it right.
You're half origami. Got it.
Yes.
Yep.
You're half rug?
Darn tootin'.
Yeehaw.
Was that darn tooting a sewing joke?
It's whatever you want to be, big boy.
Damn, things are getting hot and spicy.
Hot and steamy. Well. So whose turn is it?
Anyone who wants to do something.
All right. So
And
I
not
overhear
a
their little conversation.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I know that this little thingy here is locked.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to go ghosty ghost right now because he's right there. I
Mm-hmm.
can't do that in front of him. I'm hanging out.
Just gonna do that American lean and hang out next to the wall.
I got a view down to here.
Mm-hmm.
I got a view down to here. So yeah. I'm hanging out until the coast is clear, and I'm gonna try my hand.
Right. Okay. That and Bolt.
I don't want to push my luck with anybody here.
Push your
Yeah.
luck. Push your luck.
Like the drama that's going on inside that area doesn't really matter to me that much. There's 3 prisoners and a
5
bunch of
guards
guild
plus
guards.
the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
plus the lawyer lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the steam fitter girl. I would assume is on the prisoner's side at this point, but I don't. Yeah, unless we're going to try to help her, which I don't care about. I would probably return to the.
To the exhibit hall.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine. Yep. If that's what you guys want to do. You're
Yeah.
gonna stay down here, Wheeler.
Yes, because I want to try and
Yeah.
Get in.
Sneak back in.
just see if everything's good.
Right. Yeah, it could be. Just to. Yeah, there's the actual cargo layout.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
And then there's one more chest in there because you said you forgot to draw it.
Yes. I did say that last time. There was supposed to be one more crate in there, but it was returning guild supplies.
Okay.
At least that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was not part of the exhibit at all. Yeah, okay, so
Oop.
you guys want to head back up?
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, you guys
Here in
will
the
pop
middle.
back up. Let's see. You, not you. Yes, yes. Yes. You, not you. Yes, yes. You, not you.
Really? Thought one of those was. Oh no, you moved all of them over there.
Mm-hmm. Boys. Woman.
The captain,
It's the
and then two servants in the
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
larder.
And so, yeah, you guys coming up here now. We'll see that the party has actually moved to a different exhibit. Let's see.
Oh, and
As
feng
well.
shui on the couch.
Oh, right.
And Augustus on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, as you come up the stairs, they've all moved to the next thing, and Mr. Wyatt's talking about the armor now, and definitely seems like most people are just kind of like, yeah, okay. They aren't really grasping the importance of these finds. Oh wait, Hale, there he is. Hale is now like on this side of the column. He's really focused on that column. It's definitely the most interesting piece to him. But yeah, it seems like everyone's just enjoying themselves to whatever degree that they can.
About how long has it been since we've left from Ridley?
Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes.
And how long did it take us to get from Ridley to, or from,
Oh, Malifaux to
Ridley left.
Ridley.
yeah.
2.5 hours, I want to say. I think I wrote it
Okay.
down, but I'm not too sure.
But still plenty of time for this
Yeah.
to go sideways or something else.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I would go check on the captain's quarters, and then before I go in there, check on my guy here to make sure that nothing's happened.
On Reno on the outside.
Yeah.
While you guys head over there, Wheeler, while down below, one of the doors opens, and you see Miss Bianca Liccardi come out of the room. And
The prisoner room.
yeah, from the prisoner room, and you hear her basically saying, like, it doesn't matter that I got to examine them. This is still against policy, and you will still be seeing legal action from the Union. I hope you're prepared for this, Mr. Cross. And walks out, and she'll even see you go, and just kind of walk off and head up the stairs. And it looks like she's heading up towards the exhibit hall.
Definitely stayed out of her way for that.
Yeah, just
What a bitch.
just being a little of a bitch. But beyond that, yeah, she'll go. At this point, the guy who's been sweeping has moved down the hall, so you've got a clear shot if you want to try to ghost in.
Okay, cool. So,
Or do you want to try lockpicking?
I think I'll try lock first. This seems like the most easiest thing.
Okay.
Easier than going ghosty ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I got a 4 on that. So it's just one card draw, right?
Yep. Look, yeah, you're not in any negatives, and you don't have any positives.
9.
Yeah, you kind of sit there and try to fiddle with the lock. You feel like you're getting close, but it doesn't quite turn all the way. This is definitely a bit more secured than the usual home locks. This is luxury business locks.
Damn.
Yeah, they spring for the extra pin. So sadly, no, you are not able to lockpick the door in that quick go.
Right.
So while you're doing that, Thad and Bolt will go and see Reno.
Anything to report?
No, sir. No. The captain has returned shortly. The ship took off, and we've been moving that way ever since. And he kind of points towards the horizon that the ship is moving towards. He's like, beyond that, I saw some birds.
Very astute. Keep up the good work. And I'll walk in.
And he
sit
kind of
down with the captain.
heel clicks and salutes. Yes, sir. He's very
Not German.
yes.
Not German.
Really hard to do the two and not fall into one or the other.
Yes. French and German are very similar people somehow.
They were in the 40s.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of them was occupying another.
Mm-hmm.
Sexually.
Knocking on the door and lightly opening. Captain, Mr. Greywater, come in. It's good to see you. Have you been enjoying the exhibit?
It was most fascinating, I must say. You seem to run very tight ship here.
To be quite honest, it kind of runs itself to some extent. You see, Finnegan Dirigibles has a very strict vetting policy for much of the crew. Everyone here is a disciplined worker, a bit of an engineer in their own right. They individually are assigned their duty and they excel at them, but everyone here knows how to generally maintain and fix the ship. I'm just here to take responsibility and call the shots, essentially. Someone who gets all the glory, but also puts their head on a platter if anything goes wrong.
It's the captain's duty.
Of course.
I must say, we've been able to inspect everything, and everything again is in tip-top shape, except for the cargo hold. I understand that it's locked by your order.
Yes. This was actually, well, it's standard procedure when we fly. Keep things locked. Don't let anyone tamper with anything. Oftentimes we move things that it's not ours. We're off moving other people's products, so for utmost safety, we keep it locked up. Why? Do you believe something may be wrong in the cargo hold?
Well, one of my men actually, he had an idea. He said that in his younger days, if he were to sneak aboard such a vessel, he would hide himself in the cargo hold of this sort of moving contraption. He's not the smartest fellow, but he said that would be his one point of egress. So with it being locked, we can't verify that his suspicions are wrong.
Give me a deceive check.
Cool, I got a plus flip on this.
Okay.
Because I'm gruff now.
Oh, right.
What is my deceive? Cool, it's a -1. Yeah. Okay, I got a 12.
Okay, Captain Herman McKellen kind of eyeballs you a bit and almost exaggerating, like gives you the side eye, like, that makes perfect sense. That's exactly where somebody would try to sneak aboard. It's where we're not putting any eyes on, of course. And he kind of reaches into his pocket and he's like, here you are, and he hands you the key. He's like, check it out for me and report back to me within, and he looks over at a clock, like, 5 to 10 minutes, and be sure to bring the key back. And lock the door before you're done.
Very good, sir. I'll be right back, and I'll you emphatically just kind of point the key at him as I say that.
And he gives you a little bit of a captain salute, like, good sales.
And yeah. That worked. Let's book it, come on.
Thad finally committed a crime, and he's feeling high as a kite.
I lied to someone, and I made up a stupid story to do.
Yep, he's all giggly about it. Ooh, we got away with it. How naughty.
Come, Jacques, you're the one I lied about.
Yes, monsieur. Why does everyone lie about Jacques?
His last name is Strap.
I get it.
Yes.
Yes, I would head downstairs and... Come, Sir Wilkinson. I have a key.
And do you go along, Bolt?
Yes.
Okay. Bolt might have his own plan. Bolt might take the ship out himself. Bolt's tired of this bullshit.
Yeah.
It'll destroy the artifact for dueling if we take the ship out.
Exactly. Nothing to steal if there's no remains.
Elves included.
Yep. Okay, and while you guys head downstairs, Wheeler,
Yep.
you tried your chance of the lock, and luckily you didn't make enough noise to get anyone's attention. You kind of do your casual stroll back to your wall, like nothing happened, and lean against the wall and look around, and nope, no sign of anybody. So, feeling a little bit like, maybe now's a good time to jump through a wall.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
if you want, or you can try to lockpick. Yes, you have your choice.
Wait, what does he need to jump through a wall? 3 of crows or something?
4 of crow, I believe.
Yeah.
It's low, but he has to get the crow.
Let's see.
Yeah. He has a total of 3, and he needs a 7 of crow.
7C.
So, yeah, it's either... Yeah, it's your call.
Yep. No, let's do it. I'm feeling lucky. Ha!
Yep.
Yeah. That's my time.
Yep, you do a nice running start and just kind of run into the wall. Uh,
Ow.
yep. God damn it! I still haven't gotten the hang of it. But now you are not able to do ghost mode.
Would I ever be able to make that better for myself?
Absolutely. You could do
Okay.
what like Ryan has done, where he now has a permanent crow every time he does necromancy.
After this session.
Well, after this
Yeah,
session,
I mean,
there's
just
that.
because I would. Yeah.
If you anytime you improve necromancy or speed, that stat will go up. So
Okay.
you'll need an even smaller number each time. But yeah, there's ways to make it more reliable.
Okay. Just double checking.
Yeah. But since they have to go down 2 flights of stairs, you can do one more thing if you want to.
Let me just try it again.
You gonna do the ghost again?
Yep, because I bopped my head. I'm like, all right, let's try it again.
Okay. This time you don't run.
This
you kind of
time-
like stretch your arms out and lean up against the wall and kind of like vibrate yourself to try and get through.
Yup.
Saw the Flash do this one time.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly my
All right.
thought process. Hiya! Yep, that's my time.
Thank
Now
you.
It finally
Like,
happened,
oh,
Andrew.
yeah.
You pissed on your own leg.
I did. I did.
For all the time that you've grabbed the red Joker doing something
Yeah, I think
stupid.
that's
Yeah.
the first time I actually grabbed.
that has actually happened on your solo
Yeah.
adventures.
Yep.
Funny. Uh, okay. So yeah, Thad and gang flip some boys.
You don't have to flip everybody.
I mean,
Hopefully you don't have to flip everybody.
it's not that many people. Them.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. You at this point trying to figure out how to get through this goddamn door. I see Thad walk up, giddy that he has a little key in hand. So you clearly see him like, I got the key.
Yep.
Oh, I want to go to the
Yeah. Berries and cream, berries and cream.
I was, God damn it. Beat me to it. Beat me to it.
Keys and doors, keys and doors.
I'm a little boy who loves keys and doors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oldest one here.
You walk up and presumably unlock the door.
Unlock and
And yeah, you walk in and it seems like exactly the way you left it, except now all the boxes are sealed up and it's pretty much an empty room. Aside
Cool.
from the objects.
this was the one that was
Yes, that was the one that was never opened.
counterspelling to see if there's anything super magical inside.
Okay.
I'll assist.
There we go. Thank you. Okay, that is 21.
Okay.
Gui Fi Di Shao.
Yep. somewhere else.
Okay, well, I use the
Yes.
Eye of Thundera to look at it.
Attaboy.
I gain sight beyond sight.
Mm-hmm. Uh, what was your full dual total?
21.
Oh, suits?
Suit is a mask.
And you don't have any other suits built in?
No. Interesting, if that's a question.
Okay, yes, you scan over the object and immediately feel you can solidly feel like two large magical irradiating features inside the box. There's definitely something of magic capacity in that box.
Are we also in there with him?
Yeah,
you
I
tell me.
opened the door, so.
Right. Oh, I mean, I
And
know we all
Bolt helped me scan it, so.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
He
Bolt
was in
would have
there
had
with
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Jacques doesn't leave my side.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that definitely can tell there is some decent magic items in.
And that's F. Crate F.
Wait, what?
Is that
It's-
crate F?
Oh, freight F. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one with the extra shit.
Yes.
Damage items, non-display items.
We open it then?
Completely out of character. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Mhm.
We only got like another 5 minutes, but before the captain might start walking over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long it took us to get downstairs, but
Not super long. But
okay.
yeah, you got roughly 10.
We don't have the most time.
That says this Bolt to go to open the crate.
Yeah, I was thinking of excuses to open the crate, like, but yeah, something's amiss with it. Bolt, if you could do the honors.
Mhm.
Are you going to try to pry it open or smash?
Try to not destroy the crate, but just open it.
Right. Okay. Do you have any type of tools like a crowbar?
I don't think I specifically have a crowbar.
No, but like, I don't remember what weapon you have. Could that be used as a crowbar?
I've got the rail hammer
The rail driver.
and the rail driver,
Is
but
the
I've
rail
also
driver
got an artifact and toolkit and blacksmith tools.
Is
Question mark.
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be crowbar.
the rail driver, is that the one that shoots out a rail?
I believe so.
So like a rail spike that could be
It
used
shoots out
as
like a
a
rivet.
chisel, and then
Yeah.
use that to just.
Yeah. It's got the penetrating rule, so yeah, I'll say that'll suffice as a tool.
Okay.
Because opening this without a proper tool is a negative flip. Not
Okay.
that. Don't you ignore the first,
Probably
or is
better.
that only in melee?
For athletics,
Yeah.
I get a plus flip. In
Okay,
athletics.
so you would have canceled it out anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics tool.
Straight flip.
Yeah. At this point, yes. At this point, it's a straight flip because you actually have something to pry. So yeah, you would get your plus flip then.
Oh, okay.
Goddamn.
Then 18. Plus a margin of success.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're able to like get that thing open without any sort of like bending of the nails in any improper way. So it's going to be really easy to close this thing back up and reseal it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you were able to pry open it. And yeah, undo the straps, pry it open, lift up the lid, and you will see that everything is covered in tarps, as well as stuffed with quite a bit of hay, the like padding and stuff.
What's underneath?
Yeah. Start looking through.
You just go for an immediate rummage.
Unless we need to check for traps or something.
It's you either check for traps or a trap happens.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
So
Yeah.
if there was a trap, it'd already go off.
For opening the lid, yes. But if there's a trap for sticking your hands in, you
Rummaging
have no
through,
idea.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Do I know the general whereabouts of the things that that are magical, essentially,
It's
from the outside?
you can definitely tell. And there's one here, and there's one on this side.
Okay, so I would kind of designate those areas to find the specific items. I worry about if we touch them, something bad might happen now that we're talking about traps, but...
Mm-hmm.
Bob, put the seeds in your head.
But we also don't have a lot of time, so it's like...
Mhm.
Find them. Yeah, rummage. I think rummage is the right answer.
So you gotta like.
And if that says, hey, check here and check here,
Yeah.
don't like start strewing stuff around the room. Just like, hey, let's
Yeah.
work towards that.
Yeah, Thad has a good inclination where something is. So yes, Thad, if you want to tell them, go ahead and tell them.
Yes. In this area over here, and I believe just over there. Underneath the hay, I believe.
Okay. As you're pointing and saying, right over there, you barely catch this, but since Jacques and Bolt and Wheeler is looking at you, they see little red embers start to float around you, and they quickly all meet right in front of your face, and it explodes.
Oh shit.
Give me a target, an evade check.
Well, fuck.
Oh, like what happened to that skull?
Mm-hmm.
I think I actually have decent evade.
Yeah, I think you're pretty good at evade.
Oh, it's not that good.
But yeah,
I got a total of 12.
Okay.
12 with a... Hold on. Is that a crow? No, that's not a crow. Okay, I might do something stupid.
Mhm.
Stupid.
I can make that worse for myself, but make it a crow, which means I take 2 less damage because I do a pratfall.
What's the wording on pratfall? Is it an attack?
After failing, if you would suffer damage from the result, you suffer
Okay.
2 less damage.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
So, because I'm assuming that I'm getting a 12. 12 is decent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cheat in the 4 of crows that I have to make it a total of 7 of crows. So if I'm failing, I take 2 less damage.
Okay. So yeah, as you see the flash of light, and in a flail of arms and stumbling with your feet, fall up against the wall to the whatever direction east, avoiding the damage. As a small fire explosion blasts next to your face. However, as Wheeler and Jacques and Bolt can see, your helmet catches fire. You are now burning +1.
Oh no!
You have been caught aflame.
Okay. Burning just ticks, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then it goes away.
If this was combat,
Right.
it's got the description on the thing. At the end of the round, however much burning you have, you take that much damage.
Okay.
And then people can put out the burning by taking a 1 AP action to reduce your burning.
Okay.
I would like to take a 1 AP action to reduce the burning.
Sure. So yeah, this not being combat, you easily just put your palm on his head. After he falls and slides down the wall and lands on his ass, you notice his helmet on fire just with your hand, just kind of muffle it. And just put it out very quickly.
And was this like a booming, echoing explosion?
No,
Or...
it was just
Okay.
like, yeah, little embers all floating around, slowly creep up and meet, and then just pop like a firecracker. Pop.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like another one's happening?
Everyone's just kind of looking around like, the fuck was that? Nah, doesn't look like anything else is happening.
Okay.
I stand up and thank Bolt, and then I try to counterspell again to make sure that doesn't happen to me again.
Okay, it immediately happens again. Give me another evade
No.
check.
No.
Before you're even able to counterspell, as you put your hand over, you see an ember float by your eyes, and you're like,
You gotta be kidding me.
That's gonna be a total of 8.
Okay, this time you can't avoid it, and pow, it pops right in front of your head. You take 2 damage and gain another point of burning.
Is that with the reduced 2 damage?
I
He
don't
didn't.
reduce
He
damage
didn't
this time.
pratfall this time.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Take a 1 AP action to put the burning out.
Yes, again, you now see his shoulder has a little flame on it, and just and quickly and easily are able to put it out.
I don't stand up. I crawl back.
Crawl like a baby. It would be so beautiful.
Between Bolt's legs, and then turn back and try to counterspell.
Okay, yeah, you roll over onto your back and hold out your hand and go for the counterspell.
And fucking crow too. God damn it. 15.
Too late for me to assist with that.
Yeah, if you can.
You would give me a 16 then.
Are you better than me at that? You probably are.
Yes, you have 0 ranks, so you can't
Yeah.
assist.
Mm-hmm. Again, yeah, you hold out your hand, and you feel the same two magical objects in there. Slowly, like little flares of pulsing in energy, but nothing seems to truly be like active. It's just there.
Were you counterspelling to detect again, or counterspelling to try to counterspell whatever the item's doing?
Yeah, the
But not. He could not force the
Okay.
magic out of whatever that was.
Okay.
Uno mas.
They say third time's a charm.
But before you do that, since Bolt's helping out Thad, Wheeler, do you have anything you want to do?
Nope.
You're just
Just watching this.
I'm just watching it happen.
It's just funny.
I assume it's all going so quick that it's. I mean,
There's been enough time that if you wanted to react,
at the same time, I wouldn't know what to do.
you could just
I
draw
don't
your
know.
guns and just be like, whoa, like keep guns pointed to look for who's causing explosions by my friend's head. Let me point guns around the room.
I could, but that's not the reaction I would have, so I would not have my guns drawn.
Okay, it's just pure befuddlement.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, Thad, you may, unless Bolt, you have something you want to do independent of Thad.
How's Thad looking durability
Uh-huh.
health-wise?
I'm at half health.
Yes, yeah, Thad does not have that much health. And unfortunately, his
I mean, you're
defenses aren't preventing
Not
it.
dying.
Yeah. I
I
also
will.
can heal myself if I have spells for that.
Oh, right.
Okay, because that or I can heal you.
They don't automatically go off. I need a crow, and I don't have the crow until I get. At the end of this session, I'll have crows automatically.
I will use a charge of my soul stone to heal you.
Heal.
It's a flip, right?
Flip. It's 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Unless using the soul stone is enough energy to trigger the fucking blast thing again.
We'll find out.
Here, you gain 3 hit points.
Okay,
I
yeah.
gain 2 hit points.
Yeah. Bolt puts a hand on you, and you just kind of feel the nice warming sensation, and not the burning sensation, but a warming sensation. It feels nice. But yes, nothing has happened since. It's just been strange confusion.
Third time's the charm.
Okay.
To get better than a 16, I'll assist.
We're
Hey.
currently at a 20. I could shoot it up to a 23.
Really? Jeez.
He's pretty good at counterspelling.
Yeah.
It's my best skill. Plus 8, and then Bob's giving me 1.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Fuck it. I'm gonna cheat in a 13. So
Okay.
it's 23 total of tome.
Let's see.
The more I counterspell, the more difficult it gets.
What was your total?
23.
Okay.
Little embers appear in front of me.
Yeah. Okay. You, and this is you specifically trying to snuff out the magic.
The magic that's been attacking me, if I can pinpoint that.
Yeah, you've done
Yeah.
multiple counter spells to see it. You definitely notice the left thing flares up on occasion.
Okay.
So if you want to focus on that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. This time you are constipated dump pushing.
What the fuck?
With like all your willpower, and and that you see that light on it start to flicker and very rapidly. You're feeling the energy pulse at a rapid rate, and then it just disperses. It's just gone.
Just gone.
I think I got it.
Now, what do we do with it?
I had to go over to the chat to see what you.
Mhm.
Now,
Quickly put a derby on him. Yeah, I would actually say in a somewhat really. I think I've stopped it now.
Bolt will pick up Thad,
Oh yeah.
stand him on his feet.
Yeah. Thank you, Sir Wilkinson. God, I'm spacing on the fucking name.
What? The
Macabre. I
uh,
would have been thrilled to see such wild things happening. I'm glad her prayers work so well. Do we start to rummage now?
I was gonna say, is it?
Yeah, let's check out the other thing.
Yeah, let's rummage and check them out.
okay, yeah. You guys start to pull the tarp back. What?
I failed. Did I
Oh yeah.
fail one of the magical duels?
You
I should have
technically
drawn a
failed.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, you're a caster profession.
Okay.
Got the red Joker.
Yeah, in my deck.
Yes, his personal red joker. Yeah. So yeah, you pull back the tarp and start to like comb through the hay that's been built up, and you do find some broken tablets and some bits such as that Mr. Wyatt had told you about, Ronald Wyatt. But digging down, which side are you digging down on?
The one that wasn't trying to kill me.
Okay, you dig down enough, and you find what looks to be a kind of wooden wand. Quick description. An aged wooden wand with its main feature being worn leather strips hanging from a series of wooden dowels. Each ragged strip has foreign symbols branded into it, lacking in uniformity, size, and orientation. All of it seems nonsensical at a glance, but the more you study them, the more the patterns reveal themselves to you as you get lost in its intricacies. And this is the active magic item that you found. That you were scanning. And
Yeah.
pulling it out and kind of examining it for a bit, you quickly find out it's a grimoire.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, you want to take that, Dan?
Yeah.
Can I?
Just gonna wear it around my neck.
This thing is essentially a club.
Okay.
It's like a truncheon almost.
Yeah.
In fact, I can even. I'll just show it to you. Yeah, it's 100%.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
It is a grimoire.
try not to read it.
Yeah, but
Is that from the game, or did you draw that?
I drew that. I made it
Hell
up,
yeah.
the whole thing.
Hell yeah.
Aside
Oh, it's
from
a
a
name,
focus
damn it.
thing too. Fuck yeah. There's a name on it?
I put it in your little tower inventory. Yes, it's
Nice.
called the Nimrod.
NYM.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which we can go further into that later.
Okay.
It's the Great Hunter.
Sort of. It's not the same Nimrod.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you find that amongst other various clay and carvings.
Okay.
Do we go for the other thing that you snuffed out?
Yeah, it just...
Let's see what it is, at least.
How do I put it?
You can just right click on the thing and
It's
say
so big.
search.
It's so big.
No, I pulled it out. I'm trying to put it away.
Yeah, if you,
It's
there you go.
There you go.
it's getting hung up on the little tower thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, similar to the other one, you move tarp and hay, you find broken bits of things, and then you find a larger object. Upon a slate platform lies a splattered lump of golden metal, textured like a melted honeycomb. The various openings lie dormant and empty aside from the several spiraling goat horns plugged into each.
Whoa.
Each held aloft like trumpets as arms of golden material melts upwards, holding the horns aloft, creating a gravity-reverse drip stand. This abstract monument looks as though it belongs to an eccentric art collector, but beware speaking such criticisms aloud.
Ooh.
Is it the pitch drop experiment thing?
No, it is not the pitch drop.
Okay.
In reverse.
Yes, in reverse. The 100-year pitch drop. But I do not have art for this thing.
Oh.
I've already essentially deactivated the trap that this thing was doing to us.
So it's safe to assume that they're all booby trapped.
Well, no, I already pocketed the other one.
Well, I mean the other boxes.
Oh no, the other boxes should be empty at this point.
Yeah,
Except for the guild ones. The
Yeah,
box
right.
not wrong.
Yeah, all the other boxes are what's currently upstairs.
Yeah.
Ah. I see. Sorry, disconnect.
Right. And then yes, there technically should be one more box, but you were told that's all guild returning
Yeah.
supplies.
Okay. Okay. We were told that.
Yes. You've been told a lot of things over the course of this
We've been told
adventure.
A lot of things.
Do we think that this is the bad thing that Julian wanted destroyed?
No.
The Hashanhara. Probably pronouncing that wrong.
Lashan Hara is what he told you.
Oh yeah, but my pen
Yeah.
in the beginning was clearly fucked up. Hashanhara.
Well, you counterspelled it, which means you fully dispelled it?
Possibly.
Question mark?
Yeah, well, no. I don't really know how counterspelling works that well.
I mean, it's
I'm good at it.
very GM dependent from what I've been able to see. In the
Okay.
case of this, even just kind of like trying to feel for magic, this thing feels like it's just dead. Like there's no magic life in it anymore.
Okay. So maybe we did essentially destroy it at this point?
If this is it, I'm still suspecting the column.
I mean, the column seemed like it was more so history reports from what I gathered.
Yes.
And that we
Oh,
didn't
because
really...
there was no magic coming from it, yeah.
Mhm. Between what you and Hale found out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Assuming Hale's not just lying to you. Is activating the death ray as we speak.
That dude's on the level. He likes me. I was charming as fuck to him. I was a nerd to
yeah,
the nerd.
you were nerding out with him.
Yeah. He's gonna go home and tell his wife about me. Not remember my name whatsoever, but think I'm the coolest dude ever. Best friends for life.
Yep.
Don't know his name. I'm gonna get an invite to his wedding. He's gonna divorce his current wife. That's
Yes.
all canon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do I try to attack this thing to try to break it?
If you want to. It's your
We'll
call.
half gesture and ask Thad.
Wait, you're breaking the door? Wait,
The thing that they just pulled out, the melted gold goat horn thing.
Oh, I totally that's the grimoire, right?
No,
No, the grimoire
No,
was
the other thing.
the other thing.
Oh,
was the
shit.
club that I
Oh,
now have
shit.
in my pocket.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, sorry. All right.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to see you.
Yeah, this thing, whatever magic it had, it's gone now. As far as Thad or even Bolt to some extent can tell, and there's nothing on it that would indicate like the other one. You could examine enough that you're like, yeah, I can kind of tap into this magic. This one, nothing.
If we can trust that this is dispelled, pointing to the goat head horn thing, whatever it is, then I think we leave it intact, not draw more suspicion, especially since the captain knows that we were in here.
Very insightful, Sir Wilkinson. We should probably hurry. The captain did not give us much time, and I fear my mishaps might have been taken us quite a bit of time.
Well, let's hurry it up then.
I will affix the lid back on the crate, put everything sort of back in, put the hay back, and put the tarp back roughly where it was, and then
Yeah, for as
put the lid back on.
Yeah, for as well as you got that thing open, you can pretty easily get everything back the way it was, and yeah, just knock the lid back down, tie up ropes on it, secure it again, and it looks. It, as far as you're able to tell, it looks exactly as you guys found it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys are free to then bail on the room, lock it up, and head out.
Or never speak of it again.
Yep.
Oh.
What do we tell the captain?
We heard a loud commotion. We got the door open. We forced ourselves in, but when we looked in here, there was nothing there.
We successfully checked out the area, and there was nothing here. Yes, I agree.
Yep. Works every time.
I didn't see nothing.
No, you just pretend to see a ghost. And people believe you.
Okay. I'm.
Watch. Just let me do the talking when we go up there. And if he asks, I got it all handled.
Well, yeah, you are the performer.
Yeah, he's gonna, at the very least, he'll get a card draw out of his bad lies. So is that the plan? Head up.
Woo! I hit buttons. Things are happening.
Oh,
Okay.
head up and tell the captain that everything's a-okay as far as you're able to tell.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would coach Wheeler. Keep it brief. So don't tell him too much when I return the key. In fact,
shut up.
No. Now. Come on. We all know that I'm the smoothest talker between all three of us.
all we have to say is that everything is in
I
tip-top shape.
I put my finger into your lips.
I ruffle
got
my
it.
mustache on your finger.
I got it.
Don't talk, it
Leave it
ruins
up.
your beauty.
Leave it up to me as I walk off.
Okay.
Okay, as he walks off, I make sure that everything's locked up.
Right.
Is there anybody around that seems to
No.
be coming towards us or anything? Okay.
The place seems empty.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay. So everyone's heading upstairs.
Is Thad like covered in soot or burns or anything?
No.
Oh.
Like whatever
Okay.
little like burnt, like yeah, you could kind of like wipe it off easily.
Okay.
He didn't get hit that bad. And always his little fatigues always have a little bit of dust and dirt on it.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much his go-to attire for outdoor adventures. So-
And indoor adventures.
And indoor
and
adventures.
bedtime
Yes.
adventures.
re-
And nighttime adventures.
And reading adventures.
And swim time adventures.
Yes. No, he wears one of those like one-piece full.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, it's
with the stripes.
and everything. Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys go upstairs, I think now would be a good time to just take a short break. You know, go
Yep.
pee, refill water, do whatever you gotta do.
All that jazz.
So we will take a short break and be back with the next part. So hang on.